Hello, my name is Anna Foreman. This is student report number 2 for the summer and internship class. This report covers the time period June 21st to July 26th, which was around 100 hours worked because I did 25, 28 hours a week, took July 4th off. So yeah. Getting into the narrative of activities, a lot of it stayed the same from the beginning, from like 2 weeks in, which was reviewing financial statements and related notes. They have 3 tiers: proof and math, the final math, the assembly check. Proof and math is the most comprehensive. Final math, focusing on just the numbers and the financial statement, and assembly check, it's just a quick glance before you send it out to the client. A lot of the audits I was conducting were employee benefit plans and 401k, 403b audit. And that's just simply because the due dates were June and July 31st. And so that's just me focusing on individuals who have conducted more high-risk activities like loans, rollovers, forfeitures, and distribution. You would sample individuals and get supporting documentation from the client. The name of the game I learned in audit is documentation. You got to document, you got to cross-reference, you got to show where you got these numbers that it's very easy to follow from a third. If a third person was looking at your engagement file, they can follow, they can see where you got those numbers. That's the main thing. In the last few weeks, I got to see a couple of more traditional audits. In these cases, they were reviews, which is just a less focused audit, which you're, instead of looking at individual, you're looking at the firm the client as a whole, their assets, their liabilities, and everything. So that was cool to see. And then with 2 weeks left into my internship, I had my final meeting with the partner, where I received a return offer, which is exciting. Woo! But I did kind of have an awkward, well, it wasn't awkward. I thought it could be awkward, because when they offered your return offer, they want to know when you actually start. For me, I am in school until December 25, so the start date would be January 2026. And I wanted to be transparent with him, the partner, Steve Rivera, that I had another internship next summer with EY, Ernst & Young, and that, potentially that could mean another return offer. And he was very understanding. He gave me the offer letter with only 3 days to decide, which is a little ridiculous considering it would start January 2026. But he basically said, ignore it, like we'll touch base after your other internship. I'm sure he told me you're probably gonna get a return offer. So I'm happy with that because it gives me options. And if public accounting is something I want to do, which it is, spoiler alert, I think, it gives me options. So then before I had the exit interview, I attended Berman Boost, which was a networking recruiting event. I got to meet other college kids, got to see the other office of the firm. So there's an office in Orlando and an office in Melbourne. So that was cool. Got to see the differences. And then met the head of the Florida Institute of CPAs, which was a cool thing to see. I missed. Okay, so in the extra interview, I met with the HR lady, did not know what to expect at all. Wish I did, because she started asking a lot of cultural, like organizational culture questions, which I was not, I guess I shouldn't be prepared for those, but I was not prepared for those. And I just, maybe I was too honest, I'm not sure. So one of those questions, I'm skipping to the reflection because she was asking me about culture. One of the questions she asked was, use 3 words to describe our culture. That was my response. Crickets. I just did not really know what to say because I felt like there wasn't really one. A lot of people worked from home, like the higher level partners and managers, and I don't know. I just felt like I, as an intern, was initiating all the conversations, which I feel like it should be the other way around. As an intern, you're the new person, you should be being reached out to and the staff and associates should try to be making a connection with you and making sure that you have like enough work and that you're maybe like not babysit them, but like I was starting everything. So that was a little off-putting. There's also like 2 weeks left in my internship. They decided to do Shot Thursday, which was at 4 p.m. on a Thursday. They pulled out some Crown Royale. And don't worry, I said no, but I had to go to the gym. That was a little like I get trying to, create like an environment, but I don't know, that maybe bordered on a little unprofessional. There was also some high turnover. One of the audit partners ended up putting his resignation in and was leaving to go to a client, and then that caused that means that the office is going to have to do some major reorganization because they announced that they weren't going to bring in another partner. Like all the partners who left clients are all going to the other audit partners, which means that then the associate and the managers have more responsibilities to bear. Which brings me into leadership style. The upper level management were telling the associate and the staff, like, hey, this is a great opportunity for y'all. But the associate and the staff were kind of like rolling their eyes and stuff, which to me was a little off-putting. I just didn't understand that because it's an opportunity for them to maybe get promoted. I didn't get to see a lot of the partners and upper level managers. Like obviously I'm an intern, I'm not interacting with them on a daily basis. I don't expect to be. So I guess I just didn't think it was all that. As for workplace training, almost non-existent. They were more a learn as you go, learn by doing, which I'm fine with. Except for in one instance, time expense entries where you're like, which is where I'm billing the client. I just felt like they needed a lot more training there because I still don't know if I did it right. Good thing I'm done. Organizational values, they had them. I just had to look them up. They were, it takes a team, know your client, put the firm first, journey to excellent, and really relevant. They always had to put a caveat around put the firm first because they didn't want to seem like too over the top, which was kind of funny. Do I want to do public accounting? The short answer is I do not know. I think so. As of now, I'm gonna do my internship next summer, which is also public accounting. To maybe get a better idea because I don't know how much of it to base off of this firm, right? Like it could just be a not great experience. I've been pretty critical, but I am very thankful for the experience I had and like I feel like I learned a lot. Anyways, the work could get tedious sometimes, but everyone says, oh, it's summer, it's slow. So it's just hard to base my opinion of the profession off of that. My big issue was like when I'm doing tedious stuff, I kind of want to be like surrounded by people I like. Not to say I didn't like them, but I don't know. It's just meh, that's my word. I understand that starting out it's more grunt work and that you're not always gonna love what you do. Like I totally get that. And I kind of like the idea, I guess, of starting out in public accounting and then if I really do like it and rise up the ranks, I can do that, or I can jump to something different. So yeah, I think that's my plan as of now. I'll let you know if it changes. But with that, thank you. That is the end of my student report.